Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for March 8th, 2026. We've got campaign features today. Way of the Ox has plus action and Snowy Village has plus action, which I assume just means, yeah, so Way of the Ox gives 3 actions and Snowy Village gives 5 actions, although only the first time. It's kind of funny to have that on Snowy Village in particular, because then, you know, once the bottom effect is active, you're still not getting the plus actions. Anyway, so let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got thinning from Sanctuary. Stonemason can also do some trashing. We've got pretty small amount of draw. So Black Cat can draw, but the only plus actions is either Ox, which makes it effectively not draw, or Snowy Village, which has limited draw. You can also get Imps, I suppose, off of Tormentor. It's going to be tricky to actually do that, I imagine, but maybe it comes up. I want to pop the Magic Lamp, of course. Yeah, already talked. But excuse me. Oh, I'm struggling a little bit over here. All right. We talked a little bit about the plus actions already. Draw notwithstanding, obviously, you can Ox as much as you want. You can potentially get a lot of actions. Actually, I take it back what I said, because you can Ox once and play 2 Black Cats. So that actually is draw, net draw. So that's good. Okay. And then gains. Sanctuary gives plus buy. Camel Train can gain stuff. Snowy Village can get plus buy. The Stonemason can gain stuff. The wishes from the lamp. So first order of business is to look at the best way to pop Magic Lamp. Supplies looks helpful for that. It's a unique, and the horses can, even though supplies isn't net draw, like increasing the hand size at the start of the turn is still going to help find uniques. Getting to Sanctuary would obviously be good. I think we want to open something with supplies. Conspirator's all right. We're not going to be able to activate it initially, but like could move towards that. We could also just take like Secret Cave is not a stop card, but Conspirator might help us hit Sanctuary. This could be like Conspirator supplies. Black Cat is another option. If there was another good 2 cost, I would consider Stonemason for Black Cat and that, but, well, I mean, there is, but we can't gain it with Stonemason. But unfortunately, yeah, double Black Cat is not going to be as useful for the Magic Lamp thing. Still going to probably want to Stonemason for Black Cats at some point. Just probably not in the opening. I do want to hit 5. I'm just going to go with the Conspirator. It's a little bit of a weird thing to open Conspirator. Oh, man. Yeah, that's better. That is sure better. All right, well, we can get a Sanctuary. That's good. Okay. Secret Cave now. Would have technically enough uniques. Cave can stay out. Let's go with that. Okay. Well, so unfortunately, because we saw the supplies, I don't think there's any way we can pop the lamp next turn, even if we have the cave in play. Right? Sanctuary, Conspirator, Copper, Lamp, Cave. We'd have to draw back around to the supplies, which is not possible. We are going to have plus buy next turn in all probability with the Sanctuary. So there could still be a case for discarding here. Although we are hitting, we hit 5 if we want anyway. Could take a Tormentor. We should be activating the Conspirator, which means actually we will trigger a shuffle, right? As we get 7 cards right now, if we play Sanctuary Conspirator, that clears the shuffle. We play a horse, that gets 1 card into the next shuffle. In which case, maybe it is correct to discard with the cave and take a black cat, and then we have a 2 in 7 chance of popping the lamp, which isn't terrible. Well, I guess it could also be a snowy village. It's like, we're going to trigger the shuffle, we're going to have all this stuff in play, and then we're going to, if we don't find the cards, we're going to draw 1 out of 7 cards, and then we're going to have a shuffle with just some junk in it. Black Cat would trigger a further shuffle, which is potentially good. Because we set up another shuffle that has most of our uniques, but not enough. Yeah, not enough. I think I'm going to take the Snowy Village. The other thing we could do is Ox the Horse to not trigger this shuffle. Wait, I miscounted. We do pop Lamp here. Oh, no, we don't. We pop Lamp if we Ox the Horse. Right. Okay, that makes that simple. Excellent. Okay, I hadn't even considered that line. Alright, now Stonemason for Black Cat starts looking good. Stonemason for Black Cat and maybe take another Conspirator? I'd prefer to take another Sanctuary, but... I mean, we could just take Sanctuary Black Cat. But we can wish for Sanctuary. We could double Stonemason for Black Cat. That's not crazy. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Seems pretty good. Well, and then we see this hand. Probably time... Oh no, we have a Snowy Village. I mean, we could just take another black cat, of course. Having all the black cats seems generally good. Yeah. Alright. I do think... I mean, we could take a Tormentor here to get an Imp. That's not bad. The alternative is we take Sanctuary. Hmm. We could still buy a Sanctuary, or we could Stonemason from our black cats. I mean, we don't have any estates in hand. The estates are both in the discard. That's one of the reasons that I'm a little bit more inclined towards the Tormentor line. Yeah, let's do that. And just Stonemason for more black cats. I think I'll just Ox the Cave. And that should be the Conspirator on the bottom there. I think I'll go ahead, Sanctuary, Exile, Spiritor. Okay, there we go. This is the card that I want to be oxing right now. Okay. So I'll just play the Tormentor. This looks like a good time to wish for another Sanctuary since we've got an estate now. And another Sanctuary. We got 2 coppers down there. And the third estate. Be rough. We are going to get to top deck a horse. Okay. Like getting the last black cat. Stonemason for Conspirators. We could just take like Sanctuary Supplies. We could look at getting a Camel Train. Camel Train Conspirator, maybe? Seems alright. Eyes of Gold. You don't even have the Golden Exile. What are you doing? Hmm. guess there's not much reason not to play the Snowy Village normally. All right. Down to towards the end of our actions. We still have a lot of black cats down there. A lot of stonemasons. Well, 2. The bot played 1 black cat. I think it has 2. So it could be a little dicey taking a province right now. I'd like to be thinner first. We have 10 coins. We could like... All right, let's play the Tormentor. I think I'm going to do that. Envious. Bad. Exile a Conspirator, Stonemason for Conspirators. That driving pile is pretty low, but I don't think the bot's really in a position to do much about that, especially with all of our black cats. If it adds any green cards. So... do that. Oh. Miscounted my money. I thought I was going to be buying his supplies with this. Another Conspirator's fine. Dang it. I want to exile something. We still don't have all 3 of our estates. Oh, no, we do. Okay, never mind. Still got plenty more copper to find. 5 actions. Or we can... I think I'd rather just do this. What do you mean reconsider playing as a... Oh! Wow, okay. I didn't realize it was going to work like that. Okay, we could... Stonemason the Tormentor into 2 Conspirators. I'm right about the black cat situation, which I should be able to count at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay, so a duchy would be enough to win. So we could Stonemason, Tormentor to Conspirators, or Camel Train to Supplies. Let me think about that. So, and then Camel Train something. If we buy Stonemason for Conspirators, that costs 6 and 1 buy. If we have Stonemasoned Camel Train to Supplies, we then need to buy 3 supplies. So that's another 6 and 3 more buys. That's 4 buys. Then we need a 5th buy, and we need 17 coins. We have 10 right now. 11, 12, 13. It'd be 14, 15. I shouldn't have exiled copper, I guess. This is 16. Yeah, gaining 2 supplies or 2 conspirators. Well, the difference with gaining the conspirators is that we get to play them both. If we gain the supplies, we don't. We get 2 coins either way. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. The camel train for supplies. And then we need 8. Oh, yeah. And do we have the buys? We do not. We're 1 short on the buys. Okay, what if we stonemason for 1 conspirator and a snowy village? Then we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 coins. We camel train for the other conspirator. And the other thing, if we had 1 more action, would be to stonemason tormentors to conspirators, draw them, and then stonemason one of the conspirators or the camel train into supplies. And then we only need 4 buys. Can we? Wait, we can do that, right? It's 2 action. So if we do this, 1 action to stonemason the tormentors, draw with black cat, or stonemason the tormentor, draw with black cat, and then 1 action to stonemason a conspirator into 2 supplies. And then we buy 3 supplies in a province. I think that works. 3 supplies in a province is only 14. I mean, we don't even need a province, right? We really only need 11 coins. We definitely have that. Yeah. So, the bot, as usual, did not focus on popping its magic lamp, which, like, Sanctuary supplies sets you up pretty nicely for, because you start exiling estates very early. I think, I mean, it took a bunch of supplies early, though. Okay, so it goes Sanctuary, supplies, buys another supply. See, here already, this really should be Secret Cave, Snowy Village, Improve, maybe Black Cat. Anyway, and then here it bought 2 more supplies. Yeah, that's just not the play. I mean, not that, I mean, supplies are fine, but you really want the uniques. So that's a big factor. But it also never touched Stonemason. I think Stonemason is really good here because it's like you're basically doubling your gains with respect to Black Cats, right? I mean, it costs the same as buying 2 Black Cats, but you need half as many buys. And then Stonemason can also be your, like, super necro, and then it gives you pile control. I only played Stonemason for gains a couple times, but it's still, like, a powerful effect, and just having the extra actions to Ox is good. And yeah, I think all of that makes sense, and the bot wasn't really taking advantage of much of any of that. So yeah, probably there would be a role for this in all this for Improve as well. I didn't actually end up. Oh no, I did camel train a conspirator. Right, I was gonna say I didn't actually. I was thinking I hadn't actually made much use of the camel train, but I did get 1 conspirator out of it, which was relevant. Yeah, pretty fast kingdom considering it's, like, mostly not that high power, but like the combination of the Ox upgrade, Magic Lamp, and Stonemason, I think, were enough to make this effectively a pretty powerful kingdom, despite like a lot of the cards not like being all that powerful. Like Sanctuary is a good card, but it's not really like an explosive card. Black Cat is not generally the kind of card that makes your deck go crazy. Supplies. I mean, Supplies does pile out quickly. I guess that's a thing, but yeah. Anyway, well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.